Hello everybody, I've taken a little bit of time off this week to get settled back in from vacation. Wednesday morning when Sebastian and I were having breakfast with Gio, we just recorded a little bit of like a vacation recap. A lot of the videos were just like video content of what was going on. So Gio and I just took a minute to kind of like sit down and just discuss vacation and our favorite things and just little stuff like that. So I'm gonna post that for now and hopefully get back to making regular content soon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for all the wonderful comments about our vacation in Mexico. It was so much fun and I can't wait to go again, hopefully next year and every year moving forward. I hope we can go once a year and take Sebastian on vacation because it was so much fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you soon. Good morning. Good morning. How did you sleep? Did you sleep good? You hear Nala? She's ready for breakfast. Yeah, she's ready to eat. Yeah, your belly. You wanna eat something? Mm-hmm. You gonna have some cereal with Dad? Want some Fruit Loops with Daddy? Wanna go have some Fruit Loops? I love you. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Sometimes in the mornings, Nala just screams. I'll tell you what, I definitely did not miss that in Mexico. Quiet mornings.
Yes?
Oh, guess it's time to get up. Oh. Breakfast with my dad. Is the cookie crisps for you?
For those bad boys, pre-workout.
I told Gio that I wanted to make a video talking about our favorite parts of vacation, because a lot of the footage in Mexico was just clips and stuff. It wasn't really like talking about any of it. So I figured we would, during breakfast, just take a couple minutes to talk to you about our favorite parts. But he's gonna blend that first, so
Stand by.
turn your volume down.
Couple chunks.
Dang. Fresh batch. Can you guys smell that? Oh, it smells so good. Oh, he's still rolling around on the floor over there. We'll go get him. And then we'll start talking.
Good job. Can you open up your lights? I gotta put this in there. Can you open these up? Let me see. Open them up. Yeah, open them up. Thank you. Oh, you started already? Open up the food.
Can you guys believe we weighed Sebastian when we got home from vacation? He did not gain any weight according to the scale. I still think that's a lie. There's no way.
That's super hard to believe.
He's so much bigger right now. Maybe we should weigh him again. I think that was a fake. Are you waiting for your cereal?
Good job.
So patiently. He's just watching you.
Good job.
I guess everybody might want to say hi to Nala. What? Tootin'?
Yeah.
Stinky. Nala, say good morning. Good morning. Can you say hello? Nala, can you say hello? Hello?
See, what are you doing?
Are you eating your breakfast? All quiet now, huh? I recorded her when we were still in bed just screaming this morning. Say hi, Dodie. Come on now. Go eat your food. Hey. Go eat your food. Zeus was also very, very well taken care of while we were on vacation. I have a cute little clip from our neighbors who took care of Zeus while we were gone. We got them on the garage camera while we were in Mexico. So I'm gonna post that one next. Say hi, everybody. Hello. Oh, Hims wants tummy rubs. Okay. Oh, Hims wants tummy rubs. Okay. Good morning. Hello.
Okay, got to pose for the picture. Say good morning to mommy. Say good morning, come here. Say good morning to the camera. Say good morning, I'm in boot camp. It is 6:01 a.m. I'm feeling good. I had my breakfast. I'm ready to get some laps in. Okay? The Zeusinator. The Zeusinator is his nickname. Are we ready to go? Okay, let's go. There we go.
Fruit Loops. Oh yeah, good job. Mmm. Do you remember those? Are those yummy? Careful with your finger. Did you miss those?
Bear with me here. There we go. Good morning.
What do you think? Yeah, you're excited, huh? How are those? Yummy?
Oh my goodness.
Those are big bites.
Those are big bites. Wow.
Good job.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about what your favorite parts were in Mexico?
Yeah, I want to start off by saying that, like, here, give me a mess. I want to start off by saying Sebastian did like an incredible job. He did way better than I think either one of us anticipated.
Yeah. Even on the plane, the heat.
Yeah, just everything overall. He cried very, very minimal. We were not sure how he was going to do with the heat, because when I tell you that from the moment we woke up, it was probably like low 80s and already extremely humid. So when you're in like weather like that, it's a little bit harder to breathe. It's just harder on your body overall. We're not accustomed to that type of heat. And especially Sebastian, because he's only out for short periods of time when we have him out over here. So it was a big jump for him. It was I think like a big learning experience, but he did really good. So when we were outside, we would be up early. We would wake him up. which again, out of his normal. We would be out late, like 10, 11. I think one night we stayed up till like 12.
12:30,
Yeah.
1:30.
So, and he was a trooper. He was falling asleep, but he stayed up. He slept great for us. I think my favorite part of, oh yeah? Tell us. I think my favorite part with him was just experiencing the pool and the beach and him being okay with being in a different atmosphere. And like, it's so fun to see him grow and try different things because you never know. So when we had tried, I got a little inflatable pool for our backyard as like a little, I'm gonna say as a little trial, because Steph was saying how she wanted to get a pool, an above ground pool. And I just see like a pool as more work. And we live somewhere where you enjoy it probably, what would you say, like 3 months?
of the year.
Like if you're lucky, you get 3 months of enjoyment out of a pool. So the majority of it's cleaning, maintenance, it's just a hassle. So I ended up getting like this pretty big inflatable pool.
Yeah.
It was probably like 4 feet tall. So like you would have to sit in there and like kneel down. Again, just to see how Sebastian would like it. And he like hated it. Unless the water was really, really warm. And maybe now since he's older, it's different. But he absolutely hated it. He would cringe, he would cry. So that was kind of like a test, and I guess you could say he didn't pass.
We'd be better off getting like a jacuzzi or something.
Yeah.
That we could keep the water not as hot as a jacuzzi, but warmer than like a water in a pool.
Yeah, like
Pool water.
on vacation we experienced kind of the same thing because the pool was like
Warm.
It was warm and it felt good. It wasn't like alarming when you got in it, but it was nice because it was so hot outside. But then when we went to the beach, we went to Playa del Carmen. Obviously the ocean water is completely different. So that was a little bit of like, whoa, like this is chilly, but it wasn't even cold. Like it's just cold because it's so hot outside.
Yeah.
So it's just such a big temperature change, but it was refreshing. Once you get in, like you're good. And Sebastian was the same way. Like
He fell asleep on me for like 10 minutes in the ocean. I'm just like holding him.
Yeah.
Like at first I feel like he didn't, is someone screaming outside?
No, that was him.
Oh. At first it seemed like he wasn't gonna like it because it was colder, and so we did a lot of just like putting water on his legs and just getting him used to it. But then once he was like in and we were just kind of like moving with the waves, he literally fell asleep. Seeing him like do all the different stuff,
Take a little break.
it was just different. It was good. It was good watching him. And I feel, we even said too, like we feel like he's communicating so much more, especially on this trip. I don't know what it was, but we just felt like he was trying to communicate and talk to us so much more.
Yeah.
It was really funny. I think for me, I think I learned a big lesson because I think I focused so much on like having a routine and sticking to that routine and making sure Sebastian sticks to his routine almost to a fault, that if we're running a little bit behind for dinner, like our Friday night dinner, and I'm like, well, you know, now that whole hour is going to make a difference. Like the schedule and the routine is good to have, but for me, sometimes I think I get too focused on it and it like is bad for me.
Want to wait a little bit?
So being over in Mexico, having no routine, I was so stressed out, wondering if he was going to be stressed out, and he was completely fine. He did not care. Staying up, like us waking him up in the morning, being in the heat, being in the water, having to wait sometimes a little bit longer to eat in between meals, going to bed super late. Like he was totally fine and not spiraling. So I think it was a really big lesson for me to kind of like test my boundaries and the routines that I think that I'm like so required to like strictly follow. It really taught me that like I can chill out a little bit and Sebastian's not gonna be crazy off of his routine.
Why are you doing that? Why you got the
That's
gaggers?
probably one of the big things I learned over there.
Yeah, I agree. It was a big change. It was a big step in the right direction for Sebastian and seeing what he can and can't do. And I think that we ended up just finding out he can do a lot more than what we think.
Yeah.
We just have to try. And I'm not saying we don't try, but again, that vacation was like so different than out of our norm.
Yeah.
So
We definitely I tend to err on the side of routine and caution with him, and I don't think we have to do that as much. Yeah, I think
What do you
that's
think?
it.
what do you think?
Unfortunately, the one thing we were looking forward to, like really, really looking forward to, the seafood, Gio didn't really get his fix over there.
Yeah, it was a bummer. Can you see me or not?
Yeah.
It was a bummer because the guy, so we ended up getting a taxi, it's a private taxi that we ended up getting from the resort into town, which was basically Playa del Carmen. That was where we were headed to. So when we asked this guy for a place for mariscos, which is basically seafood, we asked him specifically, take us somewhere where you would take you and your family. Like, don't take us to like somewhere like touristy where, again, like, I don't mind paying for good food, but at the same time, I don't want to pay like double for just good food.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a touristy area. So
Like, take us to where you guys would go out to eat Sunday afternoon.
He named like 2 different places, and then we just kind of said it again, like, you take us to where you think would be the best. And he took us to a place, and like initially, like, it looked fine.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like your typical, not even like hole in the wall, but like, it wasn't like an actual restaurant. Like, there wasn't like a door where you walked in and like you sat down. It was
like
kind of
off
outdoors.
the boardwalk, kind of.
Yeah. Like, it looked like one of like your good Hispanic eats. So we sat down, we ordered a lot of food because even if I don't like eat everything, I know somebody will want to try it. I know that
It's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, like somebody will. So I ordered a lot of food. My dad ordered a lot of food. We ordered appetizers, and like the appetizers, careful.
You got a little piece of cereal stuck in there?
Yeah, good job. Good job clearing it out. Yeah, dance.
So funny.
Appetizers came. They were good. Right off the bat, everything was like super salty.
Yeah.
Like really salty. But I was like, okay, like it's decent.
We got ceviche for
Yeah.
appetizer. Like
It's-
mixed seafood with like onions and lime and
Yeah, it was basically like shrimp, crab, octopus, and I can't remember. I think there was fish in it. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there was.
So again, it was good. It wasn't like the best, but it was good. Then we got our main plates, and then the main plates were like, I was just waiting for something like so good. I get something that's called a piña rellena, which is like a half a pineapple, and they carve it out, and then they put seafood inside of it with like cheese and like the pineapple, and it's just like a creamy, good like seafood.
It's supposed to be creamy.
Yeah, and
Like a
that's what I
creamy
ordered
seafood
here.
thing.
Like, I ordered that here local at a seafood restaurant, and it's amazing. Like, when I tell you, it's like 10 out of 10, like every time. I get it, and
Dry.
sure enough, it's not very good.
Dry.
It was like average at best, salty. My mom is really picky, unfortunately, when she eats. I'm not gonna say unfortunately, that's just how she is.
Yeah.
Her food was like okay, like passable, so she ate it. Steph ordered fajitas.
They were good. Mine were good.
Yeah, I mean,
And my tortillas were homemade, so
and I think that when I think of fajitas, like, how can you mess up fajitas?
yeah, that's the thing though.
Like, they're so basic.
Yeah.
So, it was a bummer, but it's okay. We could have good food here.
I was gonna say we could literally probably find, mariscos over here. We'll just go back to the place that we normally go to if you want a fix of the pineapple. meal.
I just think that we're used to such good food here. Like, if you were from somewhere else, that might have been really good food, or if you were accustomed to like mediocre food, like that would be a good place to eat.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I wouldn't say it was a bad experience, but I wouldn't say it was like all that of what we were looking for.
Some of the best food we ever had was in Costa Rica. Our first
Yeah.
dinner in Costa Rica is like we never. We always talk about that. Like that meal always comes up when we talk about like amazing food, and it was a meal that they made us. Like it wasn't even on the menu.
Yeah.
They made it and they brought it out to us. I don't even remember what it was. It had like
It was
plantains and seafood and cheesy. Oh, it was just.
it was basically like coconut shrimp, which they
That's
actually
right.
made, like they made from scratch their coconut shrimp. So their flakes were like super like coconut
Real.
flavored. Their shrimps were jumbo shrimps.
Yeah.
And they had like this creamy sauce with it that was like a cheese sauce. Like, it's hard to explain. Maybe you still have that picture of the platter that he made us.
I probably do. I can
Yeah.
put it. The food didn't really slap, especially because just being on a all-inclusive, sometimes that kind of sucks a little bit, and you have to go outside of the resort to find different food. But overall, the vacation was so good. It
was relaxing.
Yeah, it was so nice to be there with
Yeah.
Sebastian. Because usually when we
Yeah.
go on a vacation, obviously like that, he doesn't come with. So the whole time, there's a piece of
more.
our brain that's like, you know, how's Sebastian doing? Like, I wonder if he's okay. Like, I wonder, blah, blah, blah. This time, he was just with us the whole time. So it was really good. And I definitely think we'll take him again on vacation.
Yeah.
Probably
I
once a
agree.
year, maybe he'll be able to go. So, especially since you have your passport now, big kid.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the resort that we stayed at, unfortunately, it was not, like, the hospitality wasn't there.
Yeah,
It was very
agreed.
weird.
Agreed.
So my sister goes to Cancun. She said it was her 9th time going.
She got married in Cancun. Like, her and Mike go all the time. Once
So-
or twice a year.
So their resort, something happened where, I don't even know what happened.
I don't remember
But
either.
she stopped going to that resort and wanted to try a different resort. And this resort where we went to make a long story short, there's 3 different sections of the resort.
Of the company, yeah.
Yeah. So the part that we stayed at, I feel like was more, I'm gonna say like not entry level, but I feel like that was like kind of like the,
Basic.
yeah, like more of like the basic package. And like the place was beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like the buildings are beautiful. They have decent like scenery, I guess you can say. But it wasn't what we anticipated at all. And then I guess the biggest downfall was like how the staff, they were not as friendly as we anticipated,
No, not at all.
which is kind of a bummer. It's kind of a buzzkill when like they depend on us, right? We go to them, spend our money. That's how they make a living. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think we'll return to that resort unless it's one of the other. We'll try like one of the other locations, but I don't think we would go back. But all in all, we were all very, very ready for a vacation, especially Gio, and I think we had a really good time. So,
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's our vacation recap. Would you like to say anything about vacation?
See how you pooped on a plane?
Oh my gosh, he kept
Nasty.
pooping on the plane.
That's
He
not
kept-
funny.
What were the other places? That was like the thing we kept talking about. Like, man, Sebastian, you have really inconvenient poops. He pooped on the plane. He pooped on the
pooped in the-
bus
yeah.
in front of like there's a bunch of people around us.
He pooped in the water.
In his diaper, didn't
Yeah.
get anywhere, but he literally was like relaxing in the jacuzzi sitting. He pooped in there. Where else? And then I think on the way home again, he pooped again in the plane ride. We're like, dude,
Is that funny?
like,
Yeah.
you're stinking up the place.
Troublemaker.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Say bye.
Bye bye.
Can you say bye
Yeah.
with your hand?
Say bye. Good. job.
Bye bye.